If you write it, you need to speak it. Someone out there believes it.
I don't love me.
Lock 'em down like bam.
Crows pick at my rotten flesh, distorting my image.
We will stand through the rain, the flame.
I'm a god.
Put it all in the bag. Straight to the point, lyrical greatness.
Recognize the violence.
Took his soul away. Poppy set up shop and make a van, the house a drug home. Hey CCP, how you doing today? When I say CC, you say P. CC, CC. When I say drop the, you say Mike. Drop the, Mike. Drop the, Mike. When I say I love, you say poetry. I love poetry. I love poetry. Give it up for drop the mic. Let's get it started. My name is Dr. Michelle Myers, and I'm the chair of the Learning Lab and Student Academic Computer Center Department here at Community College of Philadelphia. And of course, we must acknowledge our illustrious panel of judges who have been doing such a wonderful job in giving feedback and support to our student contestants. And one more time, I'd like to introduce them. We have here at the end of the table, to my right, we have Kevin Covington. He is a support coach in the Center for Male Engagement. Got a little bit of sun going on there, but. And next to Kevin, we have Elizabeth Catanese, who is a professor in the English department here at Community College Philadelphia. And next to Elizabeth, we have Alicia Dantzler. She is a graduate of CCP, finishing her bachelor's degree. She is also a local spoken word poet, and she is a member of the poetry collective On Point Inc. And next to Alicia, we have DeForio Barlow. Please give it up for DeForio. He is a testing specialist in the assessment center here at Community College of Philadelphia. How y'all feeling? You feeling good? Everybody say yeah. Well, I hope you're excited to get round 2 started off. And once again, I just want to remind our contestants that you still do have a time limit of 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And for each second you go over, you will be deducted a half a point of your final score from the judges. You also cannot use props, okay? And just as a reminder, too, as you approach the 2-minute and 30-second mark, I'll hold up a blue piece of paper. When you approach 2 minutes, 50 seconds, I'm gonna hold up a yellow piece of paper. And when you are at 3 minutes, I'm gonna hold up a red piece of paper. So you know you have 15 seconds before you are penalized, okay? So, y'all ready to hear your first poet?
Yeah!
Okay, so on deck, we have La OG. But coming to the stage right now, we have Rain. Everyone, please put together for Rain.
Sometimes I feel overwhelmed, and sometimes I feel like giving up. But when I look into my daughter's eyes, and I see, man, if I was to give up, she would go ballistic. So, I can't.
As the water flowing so rapidly, I think why my life is a tragedy. Bad decisions will let me here. With the pull of a trigger, I would just disappear. To be honest, I wouldn't even care. But the fear of my daughter fucking shedding tears is the only thing motivating to keep me here. Hear the pain in my voice, man, is very real. On the inside, man, I look like Emmett Till. On the outside, man, I look like Young Will. I wish I was a Fresh Prince and then I wouldn't feel, hey, the way I fucking feel. In the midst of my darkness, the light is shining still. Hey, Dad, I know that's you, man, telling me to prep my plans and make it blue, man. That's exactly what I'ma do, Dad. I haven't said Dad in so long. These 8 years feel so prolonged. I'm in the blizzard with no coat on, controlling that shit like the girl all froze on. Generation is so fucked up. Can't wait till I throw bills up. Like my last name was Belichick. Aaron Rodgers, I need a double check. Aim for greatness and nothing short of that. I'm flyer than the bird that resides on the quarterback. Love my team and I'm the quarterback. GMB, you never torture that. Goes.
Let's hear some more noise for Rain, everyone. Okay, judges. Kevin, do you have some feedback?
Yeah, Brother Ray, I thought this was a much stronger performance. Even though you used the phone, it seemed as though it wasn't even there. It's not like there was a pause or anything. The only pause was one that you put in there, and it was for effect, and it worked really well. So I think this is a much stronger performance.
Thank you. Elizabeth.
Yeah, great eye contact, great gestures, great ending of the poem. I really enjoyed it.
Alicia.
Yeah, you definitely like let it rain and cleared it out. But seriously, you had a lot of punchlines in there. I really liked the Emmett Till line, and then there is something like real sincere about you and about your work.
And DeForio.
Yeah, I thought it was much better. I thought you had a much better stage presence. It was a good job.
Thank you so much. Everyone, please, one more time for Rain. So on deck, we have Khalil. Khalil is the poet on deck, but coming to the stage, we have La OG. Please welcome back La OG, everyone.
This one was a memoir to Lost Boys. I grew up with a lot of brothers, and this is kind of my memoir and ode to them. Picture here my little storybook full of sparkling gold dust. It can create lyrics that can have you soaring over clouds with just one huff. Verses that can have your mind blowing with just a gust. Maybe you'll understand why fairy tales is a must. This is a tale of lost little boys who live on their own. Their fathers are locked in dungeons and their mamas are all sold. They're set off in this world, hooping and hollering, getting high with a pan man. Give them a kiss if you wish, or slap if you please, since no one's there to lend a hand. They are a young gang, a warrior tribe, a chain clan, but they're living on their own in this world of Neverland. There's no one there to give them a caressing nurture on their cheek. No mothers to put them to bed when they're ready for sleep. No fathers to set them off in their careers to become grown men. I want you all to please close your eyes. Picture this land of neon worldwide, where they spend their life growing up being told that you have to have a tat of sin and poverty and pride. I hope you enjoy my ode of Neverland, my memoir to the Lost Boys.
Keep your applause going for La OG. Thank you so much. You did great. You did great. Elizabeth, do you have feedback?
I loved the link between fairy tales and the reality, the hard reality of life. I thought that your stage presence was awesome. You did a great job.
Thank you. Alicia.
Yeah, you definitely did a better job of like making sure we got what you were saying. And the storybook metaphor was good, and it was a strong piece. That was a really strong poem.
DeForio.
Shout out to round 2.
Yeah.
2, so good so far. I'm happy for round 2 right here.
Thank you. Kevin.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's brought their A game for this round 2. This was like a completely different OG. The first one was a little cautious, very nervous. This one was like, look, I got the paper in my hand, but I'm not even going to refer to it. This is what I'm going to do. And you brought it. Nice.
Thank you so much, judges. Thank you, La OG. Please give it up for her one more time. She did a great job.
I was much stronger with it and was much more at home with this poem, mainly because I had this poem since I was very young.
So on deck, we have Obsidian Suede. Obsidian Suede is on deck, but coming to the stage, we have Khalil. Please, everyone, make some noise for Khalil, everyone. Please give him some more energy.
In my mind, I play stations. Picture me, the DJ hero to my life's realities, cutting and scratching. My way through thoughts, I thought I had mummified away. I said my way through thoughts, I thought I had mummified away. So daily, I'm playing Tomb Raider in the temples of my being subjectifying me with crime, paints the external image of my prime. Optimist now, watch as I transform into a world-class criminal. Put it all in the bag. With dual sticks, I shock you at gunpoint, fingers nested on this left and right trigger. Now, which button do you select? Because I'm quick to X a square if they do not feed my circle. With cash acquired, I triangulate the fastest way to retire. To my study as I study the steady pace, the traffic flow, waiting for my moment to hop in and challenge 1, 2, 3, or 4 to see me for more than just a CJ or Franklin in this RPG. You see, I spawned from a place where my camouflage is target. I said, I spawned from a place where my camouflage is target, and staff sergeants, rather than teach their privates, chose to about face and march to another alliance, so defiance is me. Because I refuse to be another black opting out when life calls me to duty, so I'll fill out now Xboxes on college and job applications just to make sure my 360 stays on its axis. And I'll wait. I'll wait for a girl whose beauty is so taboo to everyone in her atlas. She who is gentle with operation on this broken heart. She who enjoys long talks on a boardwalk with no form of monopoly or monotony strong enough to close this arcade of love. So token for thought. Life is not a game, boy, so stop treating it like one. There's no pause buttons, no restarts. There's no theme songs, nor cheat codes, just life. Life advance. Don't be held back by the color nor stereotype, because life is your creation. You are its designer. Thank you.
Keep it going for Khalil. Alicia, do you have any feedback?
Yeah, you have such a good stage presence, and you're just comfortable, and you know what you want to do. Like you taking those intentional pauses and the step back, throw your hoodie on, and personify what you're talking about in your poems. Such a good performance.
DeForio.
I liked all your excitement, I thought that everything that you said, everything that you did was very, very pertinent to everything that went on with you in terms of the stage presence. It was really, really awesome.
Kevin.
Man, you took them to church with that 360 and Xbox, bro. You had the whole church going, Got your head nodding because your neck knows it's real. That's, yeah, real nice.
Elizabeth.
Excellent wordplay throughout as well. I love Life is Not a Game, boy. Excellent.
Thank you so much, judges. Everyone, one more time for Khalil. So on deck, we have Tonio. Tonio is the poet on deck, but coming to the stage, we have Obsidian Suede. Please, welcome back. Make some noise for Obsidian Suede.
Every poem has potential to have a message. You just have to finish it. If you just leave it there, then the message isn't, it's gone. No one gets it. But you have to finish your poems because you have to make a statement. Unfinished poems like tombstones, a dead poem cannot speak and thus is never heard. By ears it cannot weep, it cannot fly off the tongue or bounce to a drum. It cannot speak, it has no listeners, listen. No words, an unfinished poem cannot speak and thus is never heard. It seeps into a book, neglected without a thought or look upon the sheets. Foul and fractured, an unfinished poem stinks like disease and decay, rotting away like a pile of rancid meat. An unfinished poem cannot speak and thus is never heard. It's absurd the way we leave these poems unfinished and deserted like sweet desserts our hearts lust for, but our mental appetite cannot balance. I present to you this chance, a challenge to resurrect and rewrite these poems that have been cursed by our incapabilities. Because it cannot rest in peace until all the pieces are placed. It's a waste of talent and time, of measure and rhyme. It has no peace. So please have some respect and lay your poems to rest. Let them speak.
Obsidian Suede, everyone, one more time. Judges, DeForio, do you have some feedback?
I like you. I think you are really the truth.
Thank you. Kevin.
Unfinished poems ran that same parallel with unfinished or unfulfilled lives. I like the waste of talent and time, which could be said for a lot of people as they're walking through this world, too. So it really spoke on a lot of different levels, and I appreciate that.
Elizabeth.
I'm going to go home and finish some poems.
Right.
You did great. I love what you did.
And Alicia.
Yeah, it's very relatable. I was about to pull my phone out and start finishing up my poems that I left hanging. But I like the challenge in it. You deliver this poem to a room full of poets and you challenge them to do something. It's more so a motivation as well. Don't let these things die. So,
thank you so much. Thank you. Everyone, please put your hands together one more time for Obsidian Suede. So the poet on deck is Van Johnson, but coming to the stage, we have Tonio, please. Put your hands together.
This one called Believe. Picture a man's mind that's filled with pollution. When it comes to problem solving, death and destruction is his only solution. Now visualize this same man undergoing a spiritual evolution. Now to this world he won't leave a contribution. He know he must look inside his own skin and wage a personal battle with demons within. He reminds himself on a daily basis that evil can't win. The fight for his survival is getting harder and harder. You see, in his life, there was no Coach Carter. People told him he was dumb, so he made it his business to get smarter. He was told he'll never go anywhere in life, so he's determined to go farther. To all those who told me I wouldn't achieve, I have one simple question. Now do you believe?
Give it up one more time for Tonio. Kevin, you have some feedback for Tonio?
Put me unprepared here.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. No. Tonio, very good poem. Good piece, man. You have this presence about you that sounds like you just, you could be in a room full of people, but it seems like you just pull one person aside, and this is what you're going to talk to them about. But everybody else gets to hear. And to me, I think that's a gift and a talent.
Elizabeth.
You're straight and to the point, great rhymes, skin within, win. You kept us moving along with those rhymes. I really enjoyed it.
Alicia.
I feel like you're very sincere, and it's truth and honesty behind what you're saying. And then, like Elizabeth just said, straight to the point, and you hit us with that punchline at the end, and it's like it leaves you satisfied.
DeForio.
I believed you this time, and I really like the confidence.
Thank you so much.
I always call my poetry my heart written in the words. So I always try to write poetry that I feel as though most people can relate to. Honest and simple, straight to the point. We don't want to have you guessing about nothing, no riddles, just straight talk.
Thank you, Tonio. Please, everyone, one more time for Tonio. So the poet on deck is Ebony. Ebony is the poet on deck, but coming to the stage, we have Van Johnson. Please put your hands together. Make some noise for Van Johnson.
You can start my time. I'm just up here trying to unwind. At some point in your life, you've been through pain. In my case, it was self-inflicted. I'm not gonna make an excuse and say it was a bad habit, when the truth is, I was addicted. I was addicted to the high that it gave me. I was addicted to the cool, calm person that it made me. But it wasn't me. I mean, so much time lost when I could have been using my brain. I was stuck in these streets, and I had my lips wrapped around Mary Jane. So I say to you, chill out, take a hit, and blow your brains out with Mary Jane's revolver. It could be the death of your imagination or easily become your problem solver. I mean, how does it feel, young man? Is it as easy as it seems? You're filling your brain with smoke, turning your reality into dreams? So what, you didn't see the stars like the rest of us, laying in the grass? Or were you blinded by the niggas next to you playing puff, puff, pass? Their eyes are stained red, stripped from their gift of color. Mary Jane is never faithful, always resting between the lips of another. She has relaxed you, and through the smoke, you can see all your problems drift away, but you're keeping conversation short and never really knowing what to say. Telling your friends you're feeling low, so they tell you to get high. As that blunt's roasting, life goes in slow motion. Your thoughts become an open book with fictional stories. This was my addiction, so I sent it to hell. Let the devil get the glory. That's that.
Van Johnson, everyone. Elizabeth, you have feedback for Van?
It was really seamless. I loved the parts about the death of the imagination and how you wove that throughout, and it was a wonderful advice poem without being preachy.
Alicia.
I like the way you came to the stage. It was cool. Like, you know, with your imaginary L, you passing. So like that was fun. And then just the metaphors that you played with throughout the piece.
DeForio.
Again, welcome round two.
Right.
Welcome round two. I think you were very, very articulate in this particular piece, and a very good storyteller.
Kevin.
Van, you're so comfortable on stage. You get more comfortable, you have to call it home. And I mean, and the delivery was great from the point in which you took the stage. It was yours, and then the piece didn't fail your performance either. So a lot of times, you see somebody who's prepared, but their piece falls. But this one was just prepared, and then the piece just took it to another level. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, judges. Thank you, Van. Everyone, please, one more time for Van Johnson.
I just hope somebody out there got the message if they're going through the same thing, because everything is relatable. We're all human beings, you know.
So the poet on deck is Jonathan Drusino. Jonathan Drusino is the poet on deck, but coming to the stage, we have Ebony. Please put your hands together for Ebony.
Before I start this poem, I just want you guys to know that polo means crack and python means cocaine. Python polo, looks like the policio. Tongue twisters like you wouldn't believe. Young girls and speakeasies getting twisted off, night train. Drunk, damaged, devil, devouring decency. Going from sober to can't control her actions, thoughts, or feelings. Same stuff the crackheads drink. Friends with roaches so deep you can drown, then Badlands is his own town. My friend's uncle was a millionaire and rides through here and laugh, but no amount of money can make this situation funny. While she had nothing, not even a phone, and her mom always left her home alone all the time. Drug dealers sing addicts' name in the street. Tammy, Tina, Tanya, Taste, Tauco. And before you know it, they switch roles like Freaky Friday. Poppy set up shop and make a band house of drug homes. Police don't want to go to war. This area has a mind of its own. Watching my friend go from acting like an angel to puffing angel dust. One puff, now she's gone. Please, I scream, come back. I was the one who got you into liquor. Who knew she would react this way? But on top of that, she was messing with guys who wanted her for the smooth ride they felt. So they smoked and had the girlfriends choke off of drug, demons, dancing deliberately. Doubts, distorts, diligently divulge data, denouncing drugs, even though they're still here. Keep up with these tongue twisters, life here is twisted. Bad Batch at BJ's and Beamers drop like zombies. I know what you're thinking, but this ain't no episode of Walking Dead. But if you live here, you might forget that these people we call Beamers and fiends and crackheads are regular human beings holding hell hostage in their hands. And if we don't rebuke the curse, it'll never end. So here I go, starting with these words. Badlands shall be blessed lands, prospering like you wouldn't believe. Young girls preaching to our youth in front of speakeasies. Sober, socialites, saving souls. Going from drugs to seeking the one above. Friends with testimony so deep, you get baptized in. Blessed lands, the best town around. Prior drug dealers become rebels with the calling on the street. Darren, Dina, Donna, devils don't dance for free. Take it from me, this drug will take your whole family. Millionaires drop $1 million into our community. I scream, yeah, my prayers came back. The enemy don't know how to act. Beamers, fiends, and crackheads become regular human beings holding heaven hostage in their hands because they know what it feels like to hold hell. Yes, Badlands shall be blessed lands.
Keep your applause going for Ebony, everyone. Elizabeth, do you have feedback?
That was amazing. It blew me away. I'm a little bit speechless, but I'm going to try to get together. I loved the alliteration that you used. I loved the way you articulated each word, and then by the end, you had such a positive message. You turned the whole poem around. I was with you 100%. Great job.
Alicia.
Yeah, that was a great use of alliteration where it wasn't like, let me do this stylistically. It served purpose. And I would just say take your time. Because in the beginning, you started off very fast and you were like losing your breath. But take your time because you had so much to say and so much energy, and the flow was on point as well.
DeForio.
I think if no one ever paid attention to crackheads and things like that, they may start now after listening to that piece. And there are a lot of sober socialites saving souls, for sure. That was a very, very true statement. Good job.
And Kevin.
You took my line, man. I like that sober socialite saving souls. Yeah, just like Alicia said, it was just a little fast-paced at the beginning, but the message was heavy, but it was so much for you to pull from as a listener, and it was really, really good. And it, from what it started out to be, ended up to be completely different with hope, and for the listener to be challenged to go out and do something as well. So thank you.
Thank you so much, judges. Thank you, Ebony. Everyone, one more time for Ebony. Great job. So on deck, we have China Love, but coming to the mic, we have Jonathan, the coolest kid, Jusino. Please give it up for him.
I want to quickly congratulate everybody that just performed. Y'all did great. I got to step my game up.
Round 2.
Yep. I am Bill Gates. At least I wish to believe that's true. A high school dropout with fantasies that explains if he can do it, well, I could do it too. Except my path consists of drug dealing, stealing, and resisting can lead to killing. The common factor that's been done in that scene. I don't think that made sense. The common factor is Bill decides to do anything that seen. See, Bill's mind is gated and has a chance of being behind gates because he grew up in a gated community. Gates meaning he grew up close to other opportunities. See, Bill's fate was created by closed-minded mistakes where education is pictured with hate, all because of this gate. See, I am Jonathan Jusino, and with this open mind, I noticed the importance of a high school diploma and the fate of the ones that stuck in a coma. See, sky has no limit. You must break through that ceiling and realize that a high school diploma is not the ending. It's just the beginning of this cold world that we live in.
Keep your applause going for Jonathan.
I tried to attack a whole different style of poetry. My first style was more rhythm, what people may consider rap. And then my second poem, I wanted it to be strictly spoken word poetry.
Alicia, do you have feedback for Jonathan?
Yeah, it was a short poem, but you made sure like everything stuck. Like you took your time, you had your pauses, you held the appropriate lines that you wanted us to hold on to. So good job.
DeForio.
It was a lot stronger this time, and I appreciate the fact that you really thought about some of the feedback that you got for round 1 and took that into consideration for round 2. Good job.
Kevin.
Yeah, it was definitely a stronger performance. The cool kid has grown up and stepped into the arena. Really good.
And Elizabeth.
I loved the wordplay with Bill Gates and the gated community. I thought that was brilliant, and it really brought home your message. Great job.
Thank you so much, judges. Everyone, one more time for Jonathan, the coolest kid, Jusino. So on deck, we have B.I. B.I. is the next poet on deck, but coming to the stage, we have China Love. China Love is coming to the stage. You're on deck.
I actually wrote the poem for a friend. It's called Gay Poems, and she was like fangirling over Kai Davis, who was like one of her favorite poems. She's like, oh my God, I think her poems turn me gay. So then I was like, all right, I'm going to write a poem about that. So it's really like a whimsical piece.
Your poems turn me gay. Yes, it's true, I blame you. It's the way you excite senses through manipulation of similes and metaphors. Oh, how picture me as your girlfriend, you got me wanting you. Fangirling to be one of your groupies, I often find myself wanting to kiss you just to see what lyricism would stumble across my lips. I feel the urge to touch you or ask you what day it is, and even though I already know the answer, I just want to hear your voice. I'll hold on to your every word. I'll follow them down any dark path or yellow brick road they may take. I can't peel my eyes away from your gorgeous. Maybe it's those thick, dark eyebrows or those curly lashes, the mysticism in your eye or that smile you tend to smile every now and then. You are quickly becoming my obsession. Not to worry, I just like to watch. Admire you from a distance. See, I'm too shy to want to hold your hand, but not too shy to want to hold the conversation. I've fallen for you. I've fallen for your poetry.
I instantly became entangled the moment you stepped on stage and uttered your first line. I feared that if I closed my eyes, I might miss some small, marvelous moment or line. I went to wrap my arms around you in a long hug, like we haven't seen each other in 5 years. I whisper in your ear, I love you. I love your poetry. The way you make words bend to your wind so they make perfect sense flowing like waterfalls from your lips. The way you make words bend to your whims so they make perfect sense flowing like waterfalls from your lips. I can't hear what you're saying, for I'm too busy fantasizing. I can't hear what you're saying, for I'm too busy fantasizing. Drowning in your beauty.
Keep it going for China Love, everyone. Let her know you appreciate her. DeForio.
Very, very clever. Very, very clever. I did want you to talk to us a little bit more, though. Wanted you to talk to us a little bit more. I thought you were kind of disengaged, but I thought it was really good, though. Thanks.
Kevin.
I really love this performance. It's a wonder how the artist can come through when you just put the prop down, put the book down, and just speak. And that's what we got with this. And you even, after a couple stumbles, you still was cool. Because for the first one or so, we were like, okay, this is part of it. It's cool. Very good performance.
Elizabeth.
I love how you write about poetry. It's awesome. I really like that performance a lot.
And Alicia.
I definitely think you have your writing down. Just when you go on stage, give yourself the time that you need to get into that performance bag, because I feel like you know your poem. I feel like you knew your poem, but just take that time, take a couple breaths, and then let it go.
Thank you so much, judges. One more time, everyone, for China Love. China Love. So on deck, we have Sincere Melody. Sincere Melody is on deck, but coming to the stage, please put your hands together for B.I.
Before I went up there, I told God he had to go up there with me, so it works out. It always works out when he's there.
Transparency. Father, may I please have this day to show my gratitude, have a chance to change my attitude and focus on the good things in life, slow down my pace, minimize hate and maximize faith, and talk to the lost ones who feel lost in this place. I feel that universal love, there's nothing but space, we are all one race. It's morning, a whole new day, a new day with the reality that's changeable, controllable, and rearrangeable. On this day, no one will die, for I will catch you before you fall off, for I am the catcher in the rye. It's a different kind of high. If you look into my face, you can see it in my eyes. I shed dry tears. You can see them when I cry. You could feel me if you try. If you open up your hearts and let my thought permeate through your mind, my verbal gymnastics contract like elastic to personify and stimulate every line. So emulate what you find. This is a new day. I have a chance to live, to love, to give. Yesterday I fell off, but God woke me up and said, B.I., stand up and get back on your grind. For this is my battle, the victory is mine. So on this day, Father, I want to make you proud of me, and I don't care what they say. You provided the air that we all breathe, and if you didn't care, we wouldn't be here, but we still have a nerve to question your reason. We're stuck on this big spinning top. The world keeps turning, but what if it stopped? Father, please give us a chance to learn from each other. Teach one to teach another. Encourage teachers to keep teaching so our kids can keep learning. You have that universal love. You brought us here to dig each other, not dig a hole, hate, despise, and renege each other. If you yellow, black, red, white, green, brown, or blue, you're still my brother. I love my lady, my sister, my daughters, and all women because I love my mother. You bless my mom and my dad. With 3 girls and 2 boys, that's me plus another lad. Then dad got lost and did it again, so you blessed me with 1 more brother. But even though we were spread apart, you divided devised a plan that in the near future we would find a way to find each other, even if we had one dad and two mothers. When I think of you, I have sweet dreams, because a man who has nightmares almost every night of his life is in pain. You keep me sustained. When dad got lost, you told me to forgive him. Don't have hate in your heart, because it comes with the cost. That's why I love to work for your company. You are the chief of the universe, we are the Indians, and you are the boss. And if I follow in your footprints, I shall never get lost. You bless me with the lyrical bliss. Now there's a small place in the pit of my stomach that only reveals itself in moments like this. So I use ink, no chalk bodies, no chalk boards, so they can't chalk this. Your spirit shines like chrome with soft-spoken organic words that's hard like stone. It sets in, reacts to the air, gets hard like foam. If heaven was a mile away, I would find my way home. I'm in a world with billions of people. Why do I feel alone? This creative word that you hear is creative spoken word, not an R&B hit or a hip-hop song. I'm standing here, not in fear of getting booed or gong. Instead, I'm giving you a taste of God's social structure, that mental organic food for your dome. And it's that lyrical, good food. So grab a doggy bag and take some home.
DeForio.
Good. That's all I'm going to say. I'm good with that.
Kevin.
B.I., at the end of it, you just drop it and saying, I'm out this mother. Excellent, man. Excellent.
Thank you.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, it gave me goosebumps. It was just like so well crafted, and by the end you were so into it. It was like that was the only thing, and we were with you, 100%.
Alicia.
Yeah, everything that they said, but no, like, I'm serious. And then, like, you made sure you got everything out. I want y'all to hear everything I say. This is important. You see the red going up. You like, no, y'all gonna hear everything I gotta say.
And still kept the
And
time.
still,
Right.
yeah.
And still kept the time, right.
So shout out to you and shout out to that piece.
Great job, everyone. One more time for B.I.
You.
Put your hands together for B.I. So on deck, we have King Riv. King Riv is on deck, but coming to the stage, please welcome Sincere Melody. Let her hear you, everyone. Sincere Melody.
I don't even want to follow that, brother, but all right.
Somebody has to.
Might as well be me. Sorry, I can't even remember it, but here we go. All that is and all that will be my reality. Want to escape forever, trying, some of us even buying what we think we need to heed to get away, but can't. The high doesn't last long enough, and soon as it's gone, you're back. Constant reality hovering over me. I open my eyes to see my constant reality and my endless nights, living alone, no one to call my own, holding on tight to anyone in sight. I must be hallucinating on this bad trip, trying to fix the enemy as the exterior glows and it's not what it seems. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. I'm sorry. It's an illusion. I can't even do this. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's not what it seems to be, and it's an illusion. My body's being depleted. My temple, as they invade my domicile. This is my constant reality, and it's hovering over me. I wish this was all just a dream, but it's not. I pray to God. I pray to God as I let out a scream. Let out my rage. See, I want to run. I want to run and to the ends of the earth. But you don't understand. See, I wish he could gave me wings to fly, but he didn't. He gave me legs, so I'll run to the ends of the earth, run and climb over the mountains, swim through the oceans, swim through every ocean and every sea, trying to find my true identity. This is my constant reality, and it's hovering over me. I just want to get through the sad melodies of these blues. This is my constant reality.
Sincere melody, everyone. Elizabeth.
Yeah, I loved that. I believed every bit of that piece. When you dropped the phone, I was like, good. And then you became the whole person. You channeled your emotion into the poem. I was completely fixated on every word and what you were feeling as you were reading the piece. I thought you did a wonderful job.
Alicia.
Yeah, just the sincerity behind it, and your name being Sincere Melody. Like, it's one thing about just poetry, and then when you have you can't when you have slams, you can't judge someone's emotions and their stories, and you know what you put up there on stage just now was sincere. It was real and it was honest. So, thank you.
Just a bit of advice: don't let your nerve desert you. Don't let your nerve desert you. I thought what you had to say was very powerful, very strong. I liked your tone in your voice, but I just felt like you were, when you couldn't do it, never let your nerve desert you.
Kevin.
Yeah, it was, for me, I guess we call like poetic theater. It was just, it got, like Elizabeth was saying, as soon as the phone dropped, it got real, or realer. Realer. You know, use bad English at a poetry slam.
Yeah, right.
It got
Creative.
It got realer. Yeah, realer. And yeah, you brought it. You brought it.
Great job. Great job. Sincere melody, everyone. So closing out round 2 and the second day auditions for Drop the Mic, please put your hands together for King Riv. Let him hear it. He's the last poet of the day. King Riv.
Y'all put me last on purpose.
Round 2.
Another untitled short thing. I told you if you let me go, I wasn't coming back for you. Now that I'm moving on, I guess you're feeling happy for me. Happy to be free from the hands that were bleeding me, 'cause you was never hungry for the love that you was feeding me. And I was giving it. Oh boy, was I giving it. Going deeper and deeper because I know you're feeling it. And what we could have had may have very well should have been, but because I can't control my feelings, I guess I'm killing it. Sorry. I think y'all did this to me on purpose. I said what we could have had may have very well should have been, but because I can't control my feelings, I guess I'm killing it. And this was not intended for you. Notice I ain't mention you. This was just a moment of a zone that I had slipped into. This has been a moment of the hurting I was speaking about, the reason why I'm freezing and be jerking in my sleep a lot. But I don't need to share it. You was there and couldn't sleep because I laid and I stayed with my hands and beneath your stop. This is what happens every time I reach the top. I tend to mix reality and dreams inside a leaking pot. And maybe I should keep a box for every single piece I jot, but like our relationship, I can never keep it locked. Small, sorry. I was ill prepared, man, so.
One more time for King Riv, everyone. Kevin.
I don't know what the apology is for, man. You brought it. I mean, it had the pauses where it needed to have pauses. Even at the end, you know, it was there. We were there with you. So yeah, just going back to that whole, you know, own it. It is what it is. It's you. You're giving us you. You know, there is no other you. So there could be no wrong, but good performance.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
I really appreciate your sincerity in your poetry. It shines through.
Alicia.
Yeah, I felt like throughout the piece it was like this internal conflict that you were battling with. You were feeling something, but you don't want to feel it. And you don't want to let it show. And then just like when you on stage, you got that mic, you own it. Like you feel like you want to start over, and just do you.
DeForio.
Just truth, and it was very truthful to me. And you need to really, again, own it, as they say. Just be more confident with what it is that you put out there, and just own it. But I thought it was good.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, everyone. King Riv. And that's the end of day 2 auditions for Drop the Mic. Give it up for yourselves for being here. Give it up for all our poets from today as well as from yesterday. So right now the judges are going to tabulate their scores. You have results? Okay.
I need you to write a poem about my right side. Where your brother be? I need some hate.
So I do have the judges' results, and so I will be calling up our top 7 from today's audition of Drop the Mic. When I call your name, please come up onto the stage. I am going to start with poet in 7th place, La OG. Everyone, please give it up for La OG. Please come up to the stage. In 6th place, King Riv. Everyone, put your hands together for King Riv. In 5th place, Van Johnson. Please, everyone. Van Johnson. 4th place, Ebony. Please, everyone, put your hands together for Ebony. 3rd place, Obsidian Suede. Obsidian Suede. 2nd place, B.I. B.I. And the 1st place poet for the 2nd day of auditions of Drop the Mic is Khalil. Khalil. This is your top 7, everyone. Thank you all. Give yourselves a round of applause. Please give it up for all the other poets who performed today. Please show your love for all of them. They were amazing. They were courageous. They were beautiful. Also, to Student Life, I want to make sure that we recognize Student Life, so give a round of applause to Student Life. And finally, our wonderful judges. Please give it up for our judges. Kevin, Elizabeth, Alicia, and DeForio. Thank you all so much. Have a great afternoon. Be safe.